Coaching on tracks, balling, linking paper like Phil. I'm on BS if real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my life.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I am your host, Tony Cook. I am joined by Rachel and Cook, a very special guest, my wonderful wife. Hi, honey.
Hello.
Now, this week is a special occasion because I get to mix business with pleasure. I mean, not all of you may know this, but my wife is a ring girl for Top Rank Boxing. Now, they are called the TR Knockouts, and so she's out there right now for the Lomachenko Lopez fight, and she just finished the weigh-in. Rachel, how is it out there at the Bubble? Hey, I miss you. I miss you, girl. Where are you at?
I miss you too. One more day and then I'll be back.
Yes.
The Bubble. So it's they got the whole MGM on lockdown. So as soon as you get in, we arrive Thursday night. Right when we get here, we have to, if we want to eat, we got to eat first downstairs. Because as soon as we come up, we immediately go into testing on the 12th floor. ESPN and Top Rank completely take over the 12th and 14th floor.
COVID testing, right?
Yeah, COVID testing. Yeah, so that's all in one room. They have the doctors all in there set up and everything. You go in. Luckily, Brad didn't have us do the nose. He's like, no. So we do the throat. So they do a little swab in the back. And then we are required to stay and not leave our rooms until the next morning, 7 a.m. We'll know if we're negative or not, because they don't come into your room with the white outfits on.
Okay, so skip to the important part. Positive, negative.
Negative. I'm still here.
So you good?
Yes.
I'm good. We good. We all
Yes.
good. I don't got to get tested now. We're good. All right. All right. So Rachel, what I meant, you went through this whole spiel about how you got from the airport to the whole. How are the fighters? The fight, the boxing. What's going on? How are the fighters doing? Like, what's the attitude like in there?
So Tio's actually on my hallway, and it's really funny because of the heat that's going on between these two camps, especially Tio's dad.
Yes.
He
Tio's
literally
talking a lot of trash.
Yeah, he literally has to have security escort him to and from his room because of scared of having a fight break out. So
well,
it's
I'm hyped.
Definitely
I'm hyped
crazy.
about the fight. I'm hyped about it. Now, this fight's a long time in the making. I've been a big fan of Lomachenko for a really long time. I know you have too. And Teofimo is kind of new, but his career so far has been impactful. He's been knocking fools out, doing backflips in the ring.
He has his own gift doing a backflip.
Exactly. He's famous already, and he's only had like 12 professional fights, I think. In your opinion, which fighter is most prepared? I'm kind of torn by this because I like Lomachenko, but Teofimo seems like he's got a little too much power, and he might be a little too strong for Loma. What is your take on this?
Yeah, ever since Lomachenko came up in weight, he doesn't have that power behind his punches anymore. And Teo's already at this weight, and he has that power punch.
Exactly.
While he's not as, bouncy and dancing around the ring like Lomachenko is, I love, fun fact, Lomachenko actually used to do ballet. I love that.
I saw that. They were
that's why he's
that in the press.
good at dancing in the ring. He's light on his feet because of that.
I don't know if that's going to have anything to do with how good he punches tomorrow night. See,
so this is the thing.
Lomachenko's good. Lomachenko's a very good technical fighter, and I like that. I like that he's a technical fighter, but something about Teofimo, he's like a born puncher. He just has that pop with his punch.
He's kind of like Manny.
Yeah, kind of like Manny.
We literally just said at the same time. He's kind of like Manny, where he just goes for the punch. He's not really necessarily super technical like Lomachenko is. Lomachenko's very technical. He's very good on his feet, and he's just like, it's great watching his fight. Kind of like Crawford.
Or Mayweather.
But Tio is not afraid to get in there and just try and knock the crap out of people. He's good at that. He's got that strong punch.
Yeah, that right and the left. He takes people out with the right hand and the left hand.
He's just, So this is the thing. Tio has never gone a full 12-round fight. Lomachenko is he's got that cardio. Like, he's good with that. He's done lots of fights where he's done all 12 rounds.
He wins a lot.
So my only concern is what?
Lomachenko wins a lot by decision. You're right. Yeah.
It does. Yeah. And if it does go decision, I feel like Lomachenko would win. I don't know if Tio is going to be able to get Lomachenko. I don't know. It's going to be a really good fight. It's going to be really good.
Teofimo has explosives, but can he?
I'm curious to see how Lomachenko is going to be able to handle his punches.
That's the thing. If he gets hit with a good punch, it's going to change Loma's fight because he hasn't been hit.
And it might get in his head.
Yes.
Even today at the weigh-ins, oh my gosh, we just finished the weigh-ins and like Tio completely forget COVID. He literally pulled off the rope and just came in and they did like a normal face-off. I'm like, the two people came in between were like, oh crap.
But see, there's something about it. There's something about it that I watched. See, I've been watching Teofimo talk trash because I've been watching the pressers and all this stuff leading up to this on ESPN Plus. Thank you, Bob Arum, for giving us boxing throughout the whole quarantine. It's kept me afloat along with these other sports. Thank you, Bob Arum and Top Rank, by the way. But I've been watching everything, and Teofimo's been talking a lot. And at some point, they got there today or yesterday, I think, when they were doing the sit down with your guy Joe. And Teofimo, he kind of didn't look as aggressive. He looks more calm. He doesn't look as fired up. Is he a little scared? What's going on?
Loma?
No, Teofimo, because Lomachenko is always the same. Lomachenko is chilling, very serious. Yeah,
he's very classy, just very reserved.
Yes,
he's reserved. More of a I'll talk in the ring.
Yeah.
I think for Tio, it's finally oh wow, this is actually really happening. All this trash talk, I have to uphold. I have to actually back up everything I've been saying. Yeah. So I think it's kind of getting to him where he's like, dang, this is really happening. Tomorrow's the day. And so all that's in his head right now. And I feel like he's not as much la 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 la.
It's going to be a great fight because I think both fighters, neither of them have seen a fighter like, the other. Loma's never seen a fighter like Teofimo with that much power and that much pop, like you said, like Pacquiao. And I don't think Teofimo has ever seen a fighter as experienced as Lomachenko with the footwork and all. A fighter that might be quicker than him. Lomachenko might be the only fighter he's ever fought that's actually quicker than him. So
quicker, yeah, which he might not be able to get those punches in as easy.
Exactly. It'll be an interesting battle, very interesting battle. Now, Rachel has a special surprise because she's my boxing insider. I had to get in my boxing bag today. So, Rachel, what do you have for us?
So, I was hoping I'd be able to do it with all the contracts they have and everything, but I was actually able to get Tim Bradley and Joe's Test opinions on the fight tomorrow.
Woo! That's my baby!
We're here. We just finished the weigh-ins. I have Joe and Tim with me. Why not bring the best commentators on in the business to come on live and tell us what their thoughts are on the fight tomorrow?
Did you pay her to say that best commentators in the business? We are. Well, I like to say I think we are.
Hey, I'll start with a question for you, though. I'll start with a question for you because you've been at a lot of these weigh-ins. There was some hype here now. There's some fire.
They did not care about COVID. They didn't care what anyone thought. That heat. Ooh. All
right, now what do you got for the champ?
They got tested. I mean, it makes sense.
They did. We all get tested here. Right. Everyone's good to go.
Right.
So, okay, I have a question for you. Do you think Teofimo will be able to survive if he does not knock him out within the first few rounds like he always does every fight? Do you think he'll be able to survive a 12-round fight?
Check this out. My prediction is 6 rounds. I think it doesn't go past 6 rounds. I think Teo catches Lomachenko on the way in with something. Either the right hand, left hook, or maybe even the uppercut. I haven't spoken much about the uppercut, but that's a punch that Teo possesses.
He's got a power punch.
But the magnitude of the fight, I don't think it will stop him from going the distance. I really don't. 4 belts on the line. I mean that's going to propel you, give you more confidence, and make you fight even harder because what's at stake. So he's going to finish 12 rounds. Who has Lomachenko stopped? At the lightweight division.
Ever since he's gone up in weight,
It's been very difficult for him to stop anybody. It hasn't been no Lomachenko since he left the lower weight classes. So
that leads to my next question.
Yes.
So, Joe, do you think Loma will be able to knock him out? Because, like we were saying, since he's gone up in weight, that power punch that he used to have is not so powerful anymore.
Well, Rachel, you were with him every step of the way from 126 pounds to 130, and you know what he was at 126 pounds. It's different at 135. The guys are bigger, the guys are more durable. However, I believe this fight does not go the distance, no matter who is on the winning side. I believe there is so much being attached to this fight when it comes to the bad blood, the passion, the intensity, the heat, the vitriol to this fight. If Lopez gets him with that big right hand, obviously it's over. But if Loma wears him down, he's already says he wants to inflict pain. I could see a late stoppage the other way for Loma as well. I don't see the fight going the distance.
Yeah, and he is an amazing dancer in the ring. I love that he did ballet. He's good at dancing around the ring, so man. We'll see. It's about to be an exciting fight. Thank you so much for letting me ask you these questions.
No problem.
Check us out on the Faithful Fan Show. We're about to see an exciting fight tomorrow.
Thank you, Rachel, so much for that. Hey, and thank you, Tim. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate your guys' input. I appreciate your guys' calculated opinion. We love to give those on this show, The Faithful Fan Show. Since we're back, Rachel, my boxing insider, I need to know, in this boxing landscape today, there's a lot of good boxers, you know, and a lot of good boxers with top rank. Who is your favorite boxer right now? It could be a young guy. It could be a guy that's been in the game for a while, but who is your favorite boxer right now?
So I feel like I haven't seen him in a fight in so long since he got beat up really badly, but I used to really love watching Provandikov.
Your favorite fighter got beat up really badly?
Well, no, he wasn't necessarily my favorite, but I really enjoyed watching his fights because he was just like crazy in the ring. Like I loved watching his fights. They were so eventful.
I hear you.
He would get so bloody though. But Ruslan Provandikov,
his eyes would be like swollen shut. Yeah.
Yeah, he would. Even if he won, he would always be so. His skin did not like boxing.
And that was a Russian fight. I think that's a Russian fighter, like, as well.
And he's fought a couple of our fighters before. Yeah. But honestly, I really love Crawford.
Yes, that's a good
Terrence Crawford, like, when you watch him, it's like a masterpiece in action. Like, he's so, like, when you watch him, you're looking at his eyes and you literally can see him like so calculated and like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Like you see him reading the other fighter.
Oh, so you be like, so wait. So you be watching him a lot, right?
Well, I literally have seen him grown up.
This is you, Rachel. This is you. It's just something about when you watch him in the ring. Hold up. What's this guy's name? I like Crawford too, but I'm about to start rooting against Crawford.
Him come up in this boxing industry. Literally have watched him come up. He's really good. You can't deny that.
I'm about to start rooting against Crawford.
We know you always do that with every fighter that I like.
Okay. He's not a top-ranked fighter. One of my favorites right now, but he's good. Canelo. That's a good fighter. He's kind of running the game right now. I would like to see a Canelo-Crawford fight. Hey, Bob Arum, make it happen. I know their weight class is a little different.
They'd have to.
Canelo's kind of heavy, right?
They'd have to meet. Yeah, he would have to lose some, and Terrence would have to gain a lot. But see, Terrence did already come up in weight, so I feel like he needs to first. Because man, Canelo's like, he's way. Like I feel like Terrence needs some more fights under his belt, like getting to fight against someone that has some more power behind his punches. Because. There's been a few times where Terrence has gotten caught, and I'm like, oh my god, because he kind of like, whoa,
Well, if you think about it,
when you go up, every fighter they're gonna have a stronger punch. Like you gotta get used to that.
Hold on, Canelo fought Mayweather. Mayweather's smaller than Crawford. Canelo fought Mayweather. That's weird, right? Because Mayweather has to be smaller than Crawford.
Well, Canelo didn't he go up in weight though?
Canelo he's gotten heavier since that.
Yeah.
But
and so Mayweather, I think, had to gain some weight.
Hey, Mayweather's the man, right, Rach?
And
Mayweather's the man. Got the better career, Mayweather or Pacquiao?
Pacquiao.
How is that possible? Mayweather's never.
Whatever.
How is it possible?
Pacquiao swagging so hard, he's literally
Wait, hold up.
he's
Who's
literally
swagging?
in politics now.
Who's swagging?
Pacquiao.
Don't ever say another man swagging with that much conviction ever again. Ever again. You're my wife.
No, Pacquiao, not only is he loved across the nation, Mayweather just has haters. The reason why his fights are so big is because everyone wants him to lose because all he does is talk crap.
And
buy
win.
people with his money.
Rachel,
Pacquiao actually cares about people.
Rachel, first of all, you don't have to stick up for Pacquiao no more. He's not with Top Rank. You don't even have to stick up for him.
That just goes to show I am a true fan. I don't care where he is. Even though I'm mad that he decided to go on his own company, but he was an amazing fighter, and he has such an impact. He has such an impact on like the world, you know, like people.
Just not as big of an impact as Mayweather. That's all. Okay, wait. All right, so
a whole country would shut down to watch Pacquiao.
All right. Okay, so obviously we are gonna have to agree to disagree on this one.
We always
wrap the show up. We will wrap the show up. I've taken enough of Rachel's time. She's got to get back to work. She's out there at the weigh-in. She's handling fight business. I want to thank you, baby, for coming on the show with me and helping me out with my show. I also want to thank Top Rank, everyone that has anything to do with Top Rank. Y'all be hooking a brother up.
Nice.
So I got to come through and show it. Hey, they hooked us up. Thank you, Bob Aaron, for the boxing.
I actually got more. They're really dope.
Yes. Thank you, my love.
You should do a giveaway.
Hey, giveaway. If y'all want some boxing, we'll set that up. That's another episode for another day. We'll set that up. But thank you guys. Hey, subscribe, please. Weigh in. Who do you guys think will win tomorrow in the Lomachenko Lopez fight? Thank you guys for joining me and my wife for the very first time on the Faithful Fan Show. Until next time on the Faithful Fan Show, I love you, baby.
Love you too. See you Sunday.
In the paint, going hard with the vet. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. In the paint, going hard with the vet. Shot so much, man, I think I need a leg. Animal, MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm Morpheus and real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lies a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff times, you know believe when I drive. Call for it, Kelly go in the please, spit. Auto like free throws, Vahito. Circle loose, stroke magic, rhymes over